Ooh-wee, these past couple of weeks, they have been busy. Over the past couple of weeks, Mojang has revealed not one, but two major updates coming to Minecraft, and one of them, well, it could go down as one of the biggest changes of all time. Or actually, kind of both of them, to be honest. Our first one begins with one that, we already talked about this one. You remember, this was a couple of weeks ago. Pretty much out of the blue, after like a month of silence when it comes to vibrant visuals technically on Java. Okay, well, not really months of silence if you knew where to find the information, but the devs were kind of quiet for a long time. The road to vibrant visuals on Java, the fall update from the developers, and then they went on to say that, yeah, vibrant visuals Java is still a thing, and they're working on making it happen. They went ahead and talked about what they are currently working on, and then a little bit of their roadmap. Now, roadmap, that's the thing, because if you knew where to find it, or you've smashed like on this video, you've subscribed, only like 30% of you are, come on, we're on that road to 2 mil. And then remembered what we've talked about before. Well, the good old-fashioned Vibrant Vanguard's Discord server, where we sort of already have a roadmap, and inside of this server, we had a little bit of an FAQ giving us even more information as well. Though it was technically accessible to everyone, the Discord was kind of on the low, with not like an insane amount of members. So this acknowledgement was kind of a big deal. First time, like, telling everybody exactly what was going on Minecraft.net. Now, moving on, the final part of this little fall update brought up a group of people that we will be talking about a whole lot more today. The modders. One of the biggest reveals that we got from that is that, well, they're not going to smack us with a super duper graphics pack type move over here on Java Edition. But then this button, this glowing green shimmering square button. Only a couple of days after that big announcement, it was revealed that the Vibrant Vanguard's Discord server, the server that we have known and loved and been talking about for a while, well, it's gone. It is so over. The Vibrant Vanguard's Discord server, where we've been getting straight up direct developer information on all of the snapshots. You know, what was actually changing and was added that directly relates to Vibrant visuals. It's over. I'm sending out a ping to those with speaker role. There's a new article out. We are moving over to this other Discord server, the Feedback Discord. Vibrant Vanguard's Discord server, Petita Discord server, Feedback Discord server, quite the major. Boom! And so we've landed, sliding over to the official Feedback Discord server. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen so many different sections, and I disabled like a million of them. If you slide into the Feedback Discord server and join the correct channels, you will find a brand new Vibrant Visuals Tech Discussion channel. In our FAQ section, we have a little bit of information on basically what this part of the feedback server is for. Not really Vibrant Visuals. Then we have dev updates, and these kind of actually just begin at the brand new date. They don't actually have anything that was in the server in the past. So, you know, talking about like our old FAQ that we talked about way back when, and our devlog with like a little bit of a roadmap and information. Yeah, they didn't bring that over. Now, in this dev updates, we have everything kicking off with the most recent snapshot of the time of the making of this video, highlighting what are some of the Vibrant Visuals related changes, so maybe that's still going to happen over here. And then we have this rendering chat room for people to chat. The big thing here is that Vibrant Vanguards is so over. And that, though it might be a little bit of a sad note, is actually kind of a beautiful note, because it means something huge for Vibrant Visuals. With Vibrant Visuals feedback for Java moving straight up into the feedback server. I mean, this update's got to be really close, laddies. Or at least, like, closer than it was last week. This move means that Vibrant Visuals is not only getting closer, but I believe, reading between the lines, it means that the developers are on the cusp of implementing gigantic changes to Java. Or at the least, the changes that might require a little bit of a wider discussion. Will it make it in Mounts of Mayhem? Unlikely. But right after Mounts of Mayhem. So to wrap up this section of the video, can we please get one F down in the comments? Like, just one of you has to do it or something. Maybe more if you want. But Vibrant Vanguards, it's officially going away. I hope they at least leave this Discord server here so we can, like, look at the old roadmaps and stuff like that. Now, inside of the Vibrant Visuals feedback server, in the dev updates, we have another thing. We have just announced that we will be removing obfuscation from Java. Topic number 2. Oh boy, this is literally, I think, maybe the biggest change to modding on Java since its inception. Posted on the official Minecraft.net feedback website this past week, October 29th, a couple of days before my big weekend. 5 years married to beautiful princess, busy working, busy Halloween, organized. You know, I had a really long weekend, so I wasn't able to talk about it any sooner. I'm so sorry, laddies. The developers have given us one of the biggest updates to Java Edition modding of all time. And whoa, that artwork, maybe it's for like Armored Paws or something, but man, it is beautiful. Removing obfuscation in Java Edition. Obfuscation. Yeah, years of speech therapy did not prepare me for that one. Do you like to mod on Java, tinker with builds, or take deep dives into Minecraft's code? Then this article is for you. For a long time, Java has used obfuscation, a common practice in the gaming industry. Now we're changing how we ship Minecraft Java to remove obfuscation completely. Hey, so hold up. Obfuscation, other than being an insanely difficult word for me to say, what the heck is it? Well, if you've never thought of obfuscation before and you wanted to start thinking of it now, you could think of it as sort of using code words, if you will. Code words to make the code of Minecraft Java Edition a little bit harder to see. So, for example, this would mean like calling Minecraft cows, only referring to them as Arby's. Or, for example, it would mean like 6-7. Let's actually keep that one between us. The elders might be here. We can't let them know what it actually means. Hiding the code with code words. And I believe usually this obfuscating of the code is usually done, well, to protect the code. So, like, you know, you can't just copy and paste it into your own game and, you know, basically steal Minecraft. Obfuscation is now going away entirely for Java Edition to pave a future for Minecraft that is easier to create, update, and debug mods. So look, I don't make mods, I never have, always dreamt of it, but even I know that this is one of the biggest changes. Like, this is a gigantic, huge mega deal. For the entire history of Minecraft, the code has been obfuscated. Minecraft Java Edition has been obfuscated since its release. This obfuscation is meant so that people can't see our source code. Instead, everything was scrambled, and those who wanted to mod Java had to try and piece together what every class and function in the code did. Now, obviously here, this sounds kind of tricky to do, because it is. So, in 2019, to encourage more people to mod and create with Minecraft Java Edition, the devs tried to make the tedious process a little easier by releasing obfuscation mappings. These mappings were essentially a long list that allowed people to match obfuscated terms to unobfuscated terms. So you could think of it as a little bit of a, hey, the word dog actually means banana. And with that information, you could take that and basically break down the code and take a look at how everything was being done internally. And this would all in turn maybe help you change something like a sheep into, I don't know, something like a shark, or I don't know, whatever you want. This alleviated the issue a little, as modders didn't need to puzzle out what everything did, or what it should be called anymore. But why stop there? And you see, now that I know about it, that's a really good point, because basically, with the code having a mapping out there, well, I mean, you might as well just remove the middleman, right? Like, if you wanted to steal the code, all you had to do was like a little bit of work to unobfuscate it. And so now, we get to this past week, removing obfuscation in Java. To make things easier and remove the intermediary steps, we're removing obfuscation completely. Starting with the first snapshot following the complete Mounts of Mayhem launch, we will no longer obfuscate Java. This means that this build and the future builds will have our original names with variable names and other names included by default to make modding even easier. Now this is absolutely gigantic. No longer will the code be scrambled and hidden. This is going to make modding way quicker and much easier to do. Think of something like that handy-dandy, beautiful cave dweller mod that is still stuck in Minecraft 1.19.2. No, it's not abandoned. The modder is just insanely slow at unobfuscating the code or something. Well, yeah. Now it could actually probably be updated way quicker. What this means for modders. We know that any change might pose challenges for existing modding tools, especially those ones that are designed for obfuscated code, and we're going to help modders prepare for this change. I think this week we will provide unobfuscated experimental release versions alongside the obfuscated ones. Modders will be able to use these to test their tools and maybe develop them a little bit, prepare them for the future. The first snapshot in bold following the complete Mounts of Mayhem launch will be the first version without any obfuscation. Oh man, and not only does that mean, well, like huge things for, well, yeah, modders, this kind of pertains to modders, but whatever is happening in that first post Mounts of Mayhem snapshot, it's going to be huge. Now, why are they doing this? This is kind of out of the blue. Modding's at the heart of Minecraft and Java, and obfuscation makes it a little bit harder. We're excited about this change because they are basically just trying to make it easier for modders to update their mods. This will make everything a little bit more straightforward, and crash logs will be readable. And so, thank you, Squidward. Yes, I wanted to move on to the future here. What all of these big changes means for the future? Well, it's absolutely gigantic. For one, modding here. This is going to make modding way easier than it has ever been. The code's not all scrambled. You don't have to unscramble it to try and, actually make something new. This will make it not only easier and more straightforward to get into modding if you've always wanted to, but for modders who have been modding to actually be able to mod, and maybe for mods to be able to update a little bit quicker as well. Now, speaking of update quicker, reading between the lines a little bit here, as we know, the new drop system, it means updates are faster than ever before. If they're removing the obfuscation of the code so modders can keep up with updates that are a little bit faster, I wonder if this could mean that updates might get even quicker over the course of the next couple of years. My guess to that question is yes, absolutely. Think about both Minecraft and Java and Bedrock and how they are data driving everything. Once we reach a point of everything being data driven, you could add things to the game way quicker, like week by week here. You could data drive a brand new mob, feature, bio, whatever you want to do. This whole data driving of everything has been going on Minecraft Java and Bedrock Edition, and I think is a sign for the future. Now, to wrap up this obfuscation thing, there are currently no changes to the EULA. And I'd like to wrap today's video by connecting two seemingly unrelated topics that I think are actually very related. A week before the obfuscation thing, the developers announced that Vibrant Visuals is going to the main feedback server and that they are getting closer to it releasing. Then they went ahead and said, hey, we're going to unobfuscate the code, probably because they're changing it all. They also said that this will kick off in the first post-Mounts of Mayhem snapshot. It looks like Vibrant Visuals is getting a whole lot closer. It smells like it. It feels like it. Oh my god, we might finally be here. Alright, my modding besties, your time is now. If I mess something up in today's video, call me out on it down below. I'm sorry. Either way, thank you all for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe, and I can't flipping believe that it's November now. This is scary. My patrons, Grand Crazy May, Medical Boomstick, Fire Dragon 19, Steve M, The Duke, Pixie Phantom, Deb K, Faithful Grimward, Jilly K, and Lena R. Thank you all so much. I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new snapshot. I sure hope.